Vikram, and here we are with our assignment, Social Data Mining Techniques. This is assignment number 2. So, in this assignment, we will discuss about the agenda, which is first of all, what will project summary, what is project all about, what is the goal. Secondly, we will know about which tools have been used here, then the data models, further what is the code used for this project, and in the end we will see how the demonstration works. Coming to the next, first of all, we have to understand what is the goal of this project. We need to fetch the data from our Twitter and Reddit account, then store it to our database. Further, whenever any new post is being generated, then it's also be synced with our database. Also from our UI, we will be able to post uh, any content over our Twitter or Reddit account. So this has to be done using our APIs. For that, we have to create the developer accounts from which we get our access tokens that we use here for this project. So coming to our tools that we have used here, first of all, we have used the Twitter APIs and Reddit APIs for posting and getting the data. Then we have used PostgreSQL as an external database. Then Python IDE, because Python IDE is very very comfortable while dealing with APIs, and also have a prior experience of this. That is why I used this particular IDE. Then Azure as a cloud base, where we have deployed our Django app. Now in the last but not the least, our Django, on which the framework has been designed. I have also worked on Django in some of the prior projects. So this I felt as a comfortable framework on which I designed this project. So coming to the next, first of all, we have to see what data models we have used. From data models, I mean to say the tables and their structure. Here, two data models have been used. One is for Twitter and the second one is for Reddit. So here we can see the 4 columns named as Twitter ID, created at, edited, and tweet. These 4 columns have been assigned in our Django app with models.py file. Secondly, if we see the table name as Reddit model, which is with column name the title, because in Reddit we have to specify the title as well. Then what is the date of creation, what edited, and the post content. Now, if we see our database, so here is basically the example how our database looks like. Here, I have posted 4 posts in the Reddit, and that is visible clearly here. So the title and the post content is clearly visible in these 4 fields, because only 4 models have been created yet. Then we can see here the database of Twitter as of now in our web app. Here is the tweet ID along with the tweet content and the dates with respect to these tweets. Now further, we have to need to understand the code behind how these Reddit and Twitter APIs have been used. So in front of this screen, we have the post data module, which has been used to posting the data on the Reddit app. Here, first of all, we have taken the title and just used the content as well from the the post request. So from the form we have input those values and stored in the data. Now we have used pro as a tool to call the Reddit APIs. Here is our client IDs that are specified in another credentials.py file. So these access token and client IDs have been used to create the instance. Now the instance for Reddit model, that was one of the data model in our database, have been used, and here we have inserted the values of title and post and the date, and we have in the end saved our instance, and hence this data has been saved to our DB. Now coming to the Twitter part, in similarly to the Reddit, here is also we have inserted the values of post from the form, and put it into the data. Here we don't need title here specifically, so we used only tweet content here. Here if you can see here that the consumer key and secret key have been used, that is also stored in the credits.py file in the GitHub. Now here also we have used this data to post it into our Twitter account. Now we will see how what particular modules or what particular packages we have used for our code. Here we can clearly see that we have used the Django, which is version 3.1.4, then pandas for our data frames. Simple JSON is basically to to call the API results, because that is in JSON format. Then request is for calling the APIs. Further, Django REST framework and Crispy forms are for getting the data from in the form of forms. Say if we want to input the title or content, then it can be fetched via Crispy forms. Further, the NumPy is again related to storing the data in the form of arrays. Then scicop G2 is basically for PostgreSQL. Here we have to input our credentials of PostgreSQL external database, and we can store the data over here. Then Tweepy and Pro are basically for Twitter and Pro API calling respectively. Here our web app. This is the kind of UI that we have created. We can see on the left hand side the tweets that I have posted in the history. Also, if you can see here, these are in card form. On the very right hand side, we have seen that here are our Reddit post, which is as of now count with 4. Further, if we want to add new post over the Twitter or Reddit, then here are their UIs. Now we will see, if we go with the proceed, how this functionality will work. Here we can see that our these posts have been inserted in our Twitter and Reddit account respectively. Hence, this is our end of the slide. Now we will see the demonstration how our web app is working. Coming to our GitHub account. So this is our GitHub repository where our project is residing. Now we can see here that Twitter show data is basically for grasping the data out of the Twitter. And similarly, the Twitter post data is for posting the data that we have discussed earlier. Here, Reddit show data and Reddit post data are also working in a similar manner for like Twitter. Majorly, what we can see here, the requirement.txt, that also we have discussed that which particular packages we have used. Now coming to our major thing, which is our web app. Here now we are proceeding to Twitter web app. Clicking on it, we will be redirected to our tweets. Here we can see now if I want to post new tweet and enter final tweet, because this is my first Twitter account, just created 2 days back. So if I proceed here, now we can see a final tweet named is already been on our front end. And if I see in the Twitter, now here we can see a final tweet named tweet has been posted in the Twitter account. Further, um, if I see on the database side, I need to reload this. Yeah, so we can see here a new entry of final tweet has been inserted into our database. So this is a kind of database that we have. Coming to second thing, which is Reddit. Now proceed to Reddit web app. Here we have our historical post on the Reddit. Now adding new, here final post content. If I press on proceed, now if we can see here a new card has been added with the final post and final post content. Now if we want to check on the Reddit app, here is a Reddit app. Let's check whether it has been updated or not with our latest post. Yes, so here we can see this just posted now with the final post and final post content. If we want to check the Reddit model, here we have to reload it just to verify whether this data has been entered into our database or not. It is getting reloaded. Yeah, now we can see here this final post content has been added with a new entry in our database as well. So I think this is all about our project with the social data mining techniques. So thank you so much.